Hey everyone, it's Maldonado, and I am going to be creating with the April kits, the main kit and the embellishment kit. And I also use a beautiful cut file, and this one is the wildflowers. And I'm going to make this layout today. It's some pictures of my mom and my sister and I on Mother's Day. So I cut the cut file on a smaller piece of paper because I just wanted it to border at the bottom of my layout, or that was my idea. And I grabbed all of the colors that I have from all of the previous past kits, hoping that I could color and get those flowers looking beautiful. The only thing I had to bring in was a yellow and a black. Well, I couldn't find my black, and I couldn't find it last time I tried to use it too, but I found it since. I did bring in those two colors only because my mom's favorite flower is black-eyed daisies, and I wanted to use the daisy that was in this cut file and make them black-eyed Susans. So she loves those and pansies, but pansies are not my favorite thing because they die too quick, and I feel like you waste a lot of money on those because here in New England, they just don't last very long. So black-eyed Susans it is. I did make a mistake. I should have colored a couple of the flowers red, but I colored them purple, but nobody's going to know unless they look super closely, and I doubt anybody will do that. But now I'm not going to lie to you folks, this was hard to get off of my sticky sheet because those flowers were so detailed. It cut perfectly, but the silhouette, or my silhouette sticky sheet, is too new. I suggest you use maybe an older one so that it'll come off a little bit easier than mine. Mine stuck like glue, and those little pieces I had to be careful with. That was probably what took me the longest time on this layout, was to get that off of my super sticky mat. So go for one that's less tacky if you have one. So I placed my flowers, and I wanted them tucked in my floral wildflower display down at the bottom. I did go back and put some of those red flowers back into the centers of the flowers, and I used foam tape on a lot of those flowers so that there was a little bit of dimension from that. And I framed both of the pictures with the beautiful frames, and then I just started adding embellishments that were appropriate to the theme of my layout and that looked pretty with my layout, and the color options that coordinated. There's so much in this kit, and all of it just goes so well together. You can use any types of ink you have, but I really love those Catherine Pooler inks that come within the last few kits. So I added a sentiment that actually became my title of this layout. I didn't add a great big long title or words or a sentiment. So that yellow label is my title. And then I felt it needed a little something up at the top. So I took the throwaway strip at the bottom, like the advertisement strip, and I loved the look of that and put it at the top and created a little bunch up there. I didn't like what I first put down, and of course I always stick it, and then I created a clump that I was satisfied with. Now I have this really old black marker that has a tiny dot, then create a tiny dot or a really big dot, and I pulled that out and I used it. So you'll see that in a second, but I really hope that you have enjoyed this layout. In a few moments I will share some close-ups of my layout, and so you can take a look at the little bit more detail, but don't be judgy because my coloring is not superb. Anyway, I thank you for being here. If you will like and maybe make a comment on what you thought about the layout, and join our Hit Kit Club if you're interested, all that information is down below. And you will also find everything that I used. I'll also attach a link to this gorgeous cut file. But remember what I said. Use a less sticky mat, and hopefully your flowers will come off a little bit easier. But go slowly. It is time consuming. All right, I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.